The world's most feared attack chopper just got deadlier. Built to fly low, strike fast, and eliminate threats before they react, the Apache made its name in the first Gulf War. Since then, it's been upgraded time and again, but the latest enhancements are on a whole new level. With cutting-edge sensors, devastating firepower, and boosted stealth, this battlefield veteran is ready to dominate the skies through 2050. Just when the world thought it couldn't get more lethal, the Apache returned stronger than ever. But is the AH-64 really the most advanced attack helicopter ever made? What makes it so unstoppable? Let's break down the game-changing upgrades of the AH-64 Apache. Upgrades that have stunned militaries worldwide. In service since January 1984, the Boeing AH-64 has been the U.S. Army's go-to attack helicopter. For decades later, it's still flying missions across the globe, defending American interests and supporting allies. It's more than a weapon. It's a symbol of power and cutting-edge warfare. Over 5,000 Apaches have been built for the U.S. and 18 other nations. Each one boosts its operators' military strength and frontline capabilities. The Apache replaced the iconic AH-1 Cobra, a dual-engine attack chopper that proved its worth in Vietnam. Fast and agile, the Cobra could strike at 220 miles per hour and vanish before enemies could react. Though powerful, the Army needed something even tougher, leading to the Advanced Attack Helicopter Program. Hughes Helicopters built the AH-64, and Bell produced the AH-63. After testing, the Army picked the AH-64 in 1976 for its stronger rotor and landing gear. By 1986, the first AH-64A Apaches were delivered, and a legend was born. One of the Apache's most well-known missions was in 1991 during Operation Desert Storm. At the start of the war, Apaches flew deep into Iraq to take out radar sites, paving the way for U.S. and coalition forces to launch their mission to free Kuwait. Since then, the Apache has played a major role in conflicts like Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan and Operation Iraqi Freedom, escorting convoys, giving ground troops air support, and helping secure areas in peacekeeping efforts. With over 1.3 million flight hours in combat and peacekeeping, the Apache has proven itself as a tough, dependable attack chopper. It's also seen action in other countries. For example, Israel used AH-64s to shoot down Hezbollah drones near its borders, with locals capturing and sharing the footage online. In one clip, an Apache is seen flying close to a drone, trying to take it down with its main gun. Despite its proven performance, the PM Apache team continues upgrading the helicopter to meet modern warfare demands, boosting power, improving safety, and streamlining maintenance. The goal is to keep the Apache effective for future missions. The Apache's journey hasn't been easy. It faced early issues like rotor blade fixes and engine upgrades, but it's now one of the most respected attack helicopters in the world. Boeing builds about 82 units a year and can scale up if needed. Even as the U.S. Army looks ahead to future aircraft, the Apache remains a key player. After 4 decades, it's still a symbol of strength, blending power, tech, and durability. It continues to protect troops and support missions worldwide. As tech evolves, so will the Apache, ready to face tomorrow's challenges. What makes the Apache so reliable is its smart, rugged design. It features a 4-blade main rotor and a 4-blade tail rotor, giving it stability and strength in harsh conditions. The cockpit has 2 crew members, a pilot and a co-pilot gunner, seated one behind the other. Both can fly and operate the weapons, so the mission can continue even if one is down. Powering the Apache are 2 General Electric T700 turboshaft engines, one on each side of the fuselage. These give it the speed and agility it needs in combat. Since 2004, the AH-64D has used the upgraded T700G 701D engines, each producing around 2,000 horsepower. In the UK, Apaches use Rolls-Royce engines instead. The Apache helicopter is built to prioritize crew safety. It's reinforced with around 2,500 pounds of armor, and its fuel system seals itself if hit by bullets. Inside, a blast shield separates the pilot and gunner, protecting one if there's a direct hit. However, the windows and canopy aren't bulletproof. The Apache meets strict military safety standards, including crash-resistant landing gear, safe seats, and a rugged fuel system, ensuring the crew is protected during a crash. One standout feature is the integrated helmet and display sighting system, AH-64. It lets the pilot or gunner control the 30mm M230 chain gun simply by moving their head. If the pilot turns left, the gun follows. The gun can also be locked to shoot straight ahead or targeted using the Advanced Target Acquisition and Designation System, TADS, which is upgraded to Lockheed Martin's Arrowhead system in newer models. For training, the U.S. Army uses the Aerial Weapons Scoring System and the Longbow Apache Tactical Engagement Simulation System, allowing pilots to practice with real munitions and check their accuracy. To pass, they need to hit 1 out of every 30 targets at 800 to 1,200 meters. The Apache is built for all weather, day or night operations with systems like GPS, the Pilot Night Vision System, and the AH-64 helmet. Equipped with longbow radar, it can track up to 256 targets from 50 kilometers away. The Ground Fire Acquisition System detects gunfire and pinpoints its source, while advanced nose sensors provide night vision and target detection. Armed with a 30mm chain gun, Hellfire missiles, and Hydra 70 rocket pods, the Apache is a serious threat to tanks, vehicles, and enemy forces. Even when damaged, its backup systems keep it flying to complete its mission. The Hellfire missile, with a range of 6,500 meters, comes in various versions, including one with a thermobaric warhead for urban combat. The Apache also carries Stinger missiles for air-to-air combat and external fuel tanks for extended flight time. To stay up to date, the Apache has undergone several upgrades. In 2014, it was announced that high-res color sensors would replace the old black and white imaging systems, improving visibility for the crew. The U.S. Army has also equipped Apaches for maritime operations, adding radar to detect small ships, software for sea target tracking, and Link 16 data links for better communication. In the 1980s, the Apache was tested with weapons like the Stinger and AIM, 9 Sidewinder air-to-air missiles. While the U.S. mainly uses air superiority jets for air defense, other Apache-using countries often arm it with air-to-air missiles for extra protection. The latest AH-64 model can control UAVs like the RQ-7 Shadow and MQ-1C Gray Eagle, which help find targets, boosting battlefield effectiveness. Boeing has even proposed adding a laser weapon to the Apache. In 2017, the U.S. Army and Raytheon tested a high-energy laser on the Apache, successfully shooting down small drones. The laser could potentially disable enemy communications and equipment, turning the Apache into a multi-role powerhouse. In 2020, the U.S. Army added the Spike in LOS missile, extending its strike range. With all these advancements, the Apache remains a vital asset to military forces worldwide. The latest AH-64 version 6 is stronger, smarter, and more advanced, offering improved firepower and enhanced capabilities.